Oh, it's showing me. They're gone. It's pretty gone.
Previously undesignated survivor.
Jack Mason has been arrested. I'm sorry that you got put into all this.
I'm just trying to find Valeria Perskova.
Never heard of her.
She lives here. This is her house. Where's Valeria? Where is she?
Freeze! Hands up!
You the guy who called 911?
Yeah. This maniac tried to kill me.
Who are you?
I'm Hannah Wells. I work for the...
You work for who? Hands on the wall!
I'm a little late here, but, do you have the other one of these in?
Kitchen.
Yes. Okay.
They find it.
No, I got it. Okay. I'm gonna show myself out.
Sounds good.
Morning.
Morning.
Where are we at on the defense budget?
Sir, we have a congressional consensus.
726 billion.
Okay, you starting out with the numbers instead of such. That's which means there must be a problem.
Senators Crowell and Feller are shipping both lists.
It took us 6 months to negotiate this deal in principle. What's their agenda?
We don't know, sir, but something's up.
Well, I think maybe we should find out what it is, don't you? Meantime, I'll get the answers. Today, this one's too important. We need to keep our eye on the ball.
Turn on Beltway beat.
This presidency has finally run aground. Now, Tom Kirkman is a good man, a fine man, but he is an amateur in a job that demands a professional. What this country needs more than anything else right now is leadership. I am afraid that President Kirkman is simply out of his depth.
You've been taking a flamethrower to you ever since the 25th Amendment proceeded.
We were called the First Amendment. Just get whatever he wants.
But he can't leak classified information, which is a crime, and he's a repeat offender.
No one would like to prosecute Moss more than me, but we all know that it's next to impossible to prove. It would look like I'm using this office to settle personal political scores.
What about special counsel then? Someone with no allegiance to the administration. Attorney General Beckett could appoint one for you.
I don't like the way it'll look.
Sir, if anyone else would leak classified information, you'd prosecute them, right?
If I had the evidence, yes.
You can't go after Moss for political reasons, but you can't protect him for political ones either.
Two of you seniors daily.
All I'm saying is if I left it to the administration, that kid would still be riding in a prisoner booth on a...
So the president did not help negotiate the getting delayed?
Sure, if that helps you mean hinder.
Not just any pest, he's a termite eating away at our foundation. He's filtering our flaws.
I don't think so. I think it's a solution.
So what?
We want to prosecute Moss, we'd have to appoint someone who was considered a non-friendly, someone whose impartiality could not be questioned.
Someone who went after you in the 25th Amendment proceeding and keeps taking shots.
There's one problem with this one, yeah.
This team, good.
Ooh. Okay. Hi, Trey. It's Kimber. You left your wallet here. Sure. Sure.
Senator, the VA budget has increased, and I honestly believe that our veterans will get absolutely everything that they need.
Not enough to keep pace with inflation, but billions more for new aircraft we don't need?
You have my sympathy, but it's the best we can do even with the GOP stance.
Yes, sir. But where do you stand? The 21st century administration is still trying to govern as an independent. It's the wrong path, and it's not too late to change course.
What exactly are you trying to say?
That on every social issue that matters, you're a Democrat, and my party needs a leader.
With all due respect, Senator, I think I'm looking at a perfectly capable leader right now.
Yes, sir, but I'm not going to run for president. We're 16 months from the general election, and you still haven't had a conversation with us about your plans. We have to get our ducks in a row, sir, and we're hoping...
Senator, you want to talk about the future, and I want to talk about the present. This bill right here, right now, that should be our focus, our priority.
I appreciate that, sir. You want our green light? We'll need some movement from the GOP.
If that does happen,
Yeah, she's using the DOD budget as leverage to bring you to the floor.
oh, it's not going to work. We can't get her to compromise. We'll get Senator Feller to move.
I hate to knock that down to It's the presidency just started.
America's expression of
It was a
interest.
proclamation of disinterest.
16 months is a long
An
time.
eon.
Except for when they talk about a presidential campaign. So it begins.
Kendra? Kendra? It's me. You okay? You alright?
Yeah.
She just...
Where to go? Huh? Now you broke it. Where you want to go? Want to go for a ride? Want to go for a ride? Right?
Thanks. Sit tight, Mike's gonna want to talk to you.
Kendra, I'm so sorry.
You know where my case going? Every hang-up I've had in the last 6 months, every time something got lost in the mail.
Yeah, well, my mind would be going there too, but that doesn't mean that there's a connection.
I know Ritter is chasing down the Lily, but it's my home, you know? And what if they found me?
Okay, let's talk about something else. Something that is none of my business.
It's not.
It's great. It's a big deal. It is a big deal.
3 months since I've been with anyone, and I managed to hook up with Kirkman's brother right before someone nearly Patty hurts my ass.
Yeah, the timing's not great.
I didn't have bad timing, I'm not kind of wrong.
I think this could be a thing.
It was one night.
This could be another one. I mean, he's smart. I mean, he's cute. I mean, you know where to find each other.
Yeah, I'll be in the bathroom with a baseball bat. He'll be trying to bash me with a candlestick. It's the beginning of every great love story.
Look, take the day if you need to. No one expects you to be here after we have it.
That's what I expect of myself. I'm an advocate, not a victim. And I'm not going to let anything change that.
Your title will be special prosecutor.
Not interested.
It's a high-profile post.
For an errand boy.
You'll be a Justice Department appointee.
Justice answers to the president.
You'll have a mandate. Complete independence. The president gives you his word.
My only agenda would be to find the truth. I'll take that as far as it goes. The president has to know that.
When can you start?
Immediately.
Good. Now, the important thing is to avoid even the appearance of impropriety. So, no coordination with the White House. None whatsoever. You answer only to the Attorney General.
I agree. But if I need you, one thing from you.
Yeah, what's that?
Leave.
You realize you were played, right? The guy you attacked, he was working for Valeri. I mean, the only thing you're getting closer to is getting yourself locked up. I mean, what are you doing anyway?
She killed Damien, and not letting her get away with it.
I mean, you don't even know if she's still in the country. Even if you were, you're a private citizen. You don't have cover for shenanigans anymore.
So why are you here?
Because my middle name's Cover. And there's this other one.
What do you mean?
Ethan West has been appointed special counsel to look into Moss. And he's conducting interviews.
You need me to talk to him?
Yeah.
So, you investigated former President Morris for murder.
Yes, for the killing of a British member of Parliament.
He was exonerated, right?
He was.
but he still obstructed justice by lying about his relationship to the victim to investigators.
Was he charged for that? No. Was Secretary Moss a suspect in your hacking investigation?
Yes.
I did not develop it.
No, but I don't know what it is that you're asking, because it was my understanding that Moss was being investigated for leaking classified information.
My charge was to investigate all the secretaries alleged wrongdoing. Yours is to cooperate.
That's correct. I'm here to answer any question you have.
Good. Let's carry on.
Thank you for coming, Senators.
We have spent billions and billions of dollars developing the F-44, only to be met with delay.
Hello? Awful. This is the 27th time you called me. I've asked you to take my name off the list.
General election. If you're a lead candidate, you would make a final.
I don't know what's in the water around this place lately, but I'm not drinking it. Senator, we're here to talk about the bill.
Mr. President,
If the election were tomorrow, I would not run as a Republican nor a Democrat.
you're fiscally conservative, strong in defense, we can work with the rest.
Senator, please.
The country needs your leadership, and if you're ready to lead, you need the right team behind you.
We're not here to talk about my political future. We're here to talk about the military spending bill, so why don't we do that?
And you have our position. If you want a deal, bring Senator Crowler on.
How the hell do we get to this place where both parties are asking me to leave?
One of the parties is circling a candidate, but they'd rather back the incumbent.
And the other part got wind of it, and it's feeding frenzy.
And you're the meal, sir.
This talk of elections is too big of a distraction. We need to make it perfectly clear to both parties that I am inflexible on this issue.
Hi, Trey. I'm so sorry, but it's not a good time to talk right now.
You have a beautiful home, Miss Danes. I'm sorry I wasn't able to tell you in person.
Who is this?
And he's looking into an unsolved murder. Louis Garrett, who was shot to death in 2008. Nobody cares.
I want to know who this is.
Louis Garrett. Look into who killed him. Or next time, I'll do more than mess up your place.
I was in the USA back then, but they didn't work together in case. The file says that it gave Hurley proof of interest, then Hurley cold. Hurley, I tried him for a different murder, Pete Archer, but we cut Hurley a deal more with finger cartel than protection.
That's why the FBI couldn't hang the Garrett murder on him. He was already in witness protection.
Whoever in my place had nothing to do with Jared.
My guess is Garen is a stalking horse.
Why?
Garen was a dirtbag with no next of kin. Nobody would want his murder avenged.
That leaves Pete Archer. What can you tell us about him?
His family was devastated when Hurley escaped. Mom committed suicide. Dad went into a grief spiral. Last I heard, Pete's brother Mickey was here for the grave.
Early, he can't be prosecuted for Pete Archer, right?
Not for the terms of his will, but he still can for Garen. I never officially get an immunity for that.
Something the Archers might know. I think we need to look into that.
Hey, Tom.
Anna, I can't help you if you're not working for the White House.
Relax. Just get a sounding board, okay? Not a lecture. So I'm trying to hunt down Valeria. She's got the jump on me.
She knows her enemy. She knew you'd come for her.
She double crossed the Russians by working for Dax Hunter. Which means if the Russians find her, they will kill her. So instead of skipping town, she's trying to get me arrested?
She obviously wants you out of commission, Anna.
Yeah, why?
Hey, nice talking to you. This is great. Heart attack.
Okay, just for fun, I'm going to give one last word to the youngest spelling bee champion in this nation's history. Because this is a tough one. Soubrette.
Soubrette. S-O-U-B-R-E-T-T-E. Soubrette.
She's right, again. That's amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it. Mr. President, are you running?
Only from you.
What about reports that you refused overtures to join the Republican and Democratic parties?
I'm a registered independent. Nothing has changed.
So you're not thinking of re-election?
The only thing I'm thinking right now is about the DOD budget. It's languishing because Senators Crowell and Keller decided to play politics. So I am inviting them and their respective parties to come back to work and do their jobs. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Did the president just call the speaker and ignore him in front of the entire press group?
Yeah.
It's a catastrophe.
Swift reaction from congressional leadership to the president's accusations that both parties are politicizing the issue of America's security.
They're taking your words out of context.
Not the first time.
Well, they're just getting started, sir. You really poked the bear this time. You poked the bear, the donkey, the elephant. You pissed off the whole zoo.
Which will make a deal on DoD funding harder to reach.
If the microscope's on me, it's on the leadership too.
Sir, can I be frank?
What are you now?
The real governance question here isn't whether you're going to run. It's whether Washington thinks you're going to run. And if they know you're not, you're a lame duck.
Well, I haven't decided if I'm going to run or not, Leo.
De facto, you have. The defense bill is a litmus test, sir. You used it to thumb your nose at both parties, which means they're going to move on.
Well, and it's harder to govern when Congress thinks you don't want to.
Look, sir, you don't have to declare. You can just affiliate. You open the possibility that you want to run.
If I decide to run, I'm doing it as an independent.
Not credibly, sir. The last independent to win the White House was George Washington, and he won a little thing called the Revolutionary War.
Thank you for your counsel, but I'm not going to affiliate myself with any party just because I want to pass a bill.
Then we're out of options with this one.
Then we better find some, and fast, because this legislation needs to pass.
I'll put out a statement that the president has the utmost respect for both parties.
No. It's time to play offense, not defense. Be critical. Take them to task.
We need to be proactive if we want to get our legislative initiative back on track.
Which is why I'm going to find out who our mystery candidate is.
How's that going to help us?
Well, I can take a shine off and I can get us back to the status quo, focusing on the DOD bill and the president's agenda.
For how long? The election's in 16 months. Sooner or later, both parties are going to move on.
And our guide and our agenda are toast.
Why does a special prosecutor want to talk to me?
There are a lot of allegations that President Moss compromised this administration's security.
Other facts, not allegations.
Yeah, let's focus on one fact. The NASA hack.
Time for medical.
President Moss back-channeled with the Russians without the president's authorization.
Yes, he promised Ambassador Pavlov the U.S. would not investigate Russia's involvement with the disaster attack if Moscow would cooperate in saving the space station.
If you learn this,
Hannah Wells confirmed President Moss's shadow diplomacy that he lied to her during the course of her investigation.
Hannah Wells, what's her name again? She has a lot of work for the White House?
Yes, she was detailed.
And did she find anything that unambiguously points to Congress President Moss made commitment?
That's for you to decide, Mr. President.
So, what's looking at a little list of malfeasance? See if we can shed some light on it.
Right?
So, I know why Valeria wanted me out of the way. She could toss my condo. The place is completely ransacked.
Anything gone?
I mean, I don't know. There's nothing here to take. Question is, what was she looking for?
So funny coincidence. Damien's apartment was broken into a few days ago.
And you didn't think to tell me that?
You don't work here anymore.
Forget it. What was missing from Damien's place?
Nothing. We already cleaned it out.
So she decided to toss my place thinking it might be here.
That'd be my guess.
Valeria gets burned. Russia's trying to kill her. What could Damien have? That would help her.
Maybe something she could trade Moscow in exchange for her life.
Where are Damien's personal effects?
Evan's locked up, secure facility. Don't worry, Valeria can't get in.
Maybe I can.
Press releases out criticizing both parties for dragging their feet on the DOD budget.
And not supporting our soldiers. Good. See, we changed the narrative. It's not Kirkman failing the system.
Is the system failing him? How'd it go?
It's hard to say. West was all over Hannah's investigation of the loss. That's wonderful. It means he's digging in. Let's look at the Fletcher's case. I hear Moss is going to show up at the question. He's not taking a fifth. He's too proud for that. It means he's going to hang himself. Seth, you want to get a press release ready?
No.
You are. The former president getting indicted is no cause for celebration.
We're celebrating. It is with a heavy heart that the administration acknowledges the need to hold our elected officials accountable, even former presidents.
So celebrate.
Well, best day ever.
I'm pleased you agreed to answer my question, President Moss.
Against the advice of counsel. But I have nothing to hide.
And effective the chase. Did you leak classified information to the press?
No.
The negotiations between East and West don't shoot.
Yes, President Lee did disclose them to me, but all I did was pass that information along.
Subpoena the First Lady received in the Icarus astronaut.
And the fact that she was subpoenaed was not confidential. The items requested by the subpoena may have been, but I did not disclose them.
White House's internal ethics investigation.
Was not a classified matter. Surely you can do better, Mr. West.
What about your obsession in the Charlotte Thorne case? Not investigated.
Well, I did not lie. I admit I could have been more forthcoming, but President Kirkman deemed my behavior unworthy of prosecution. Now, if you think it is, I will use his words as my defense. I did nothing wrong.
But innocent guy, you were honest.
Then you might want to ask yourself why that is. Why the president sticked his personal guard dog, Hannah Wells, on me. Over and over again.
Why did you do that?
Animus, jealousy, take your pick. All I can tell you is that I will not disavow anything I've done. And if I need to go to court to vindicate my reputation, I will. I appreciate you taking the time to see me, Tom. Meeting with an enemy is a civilized thing to do.
You think I'm the enemy?
Advocating for a special counsel doesn't make you a friend. I've done nothing wrong.
You've done nothing wrong. You've got nothing to fear. Cooperate with the investigation. You should be over in a moment.
But it won't be. No. No, this is just the beginning. Special counsel is Pandora's box. You're a student of history, you should know that.
I'm not going to fire you on any.
You should never have been appointed.
You're not going to know the truth. You're going to be held accountable.
Yes. Yes, I am going to be held accountable, Tom. And so are you. Because if I'm charged with anything, you know what my defense would be.
I've got a pretty good idea.
You will be my defense. I was protecting the country from Tom Kirkman. His inexperience, his recklessness. The name will be my refrain. My song. My salvation.
And you think that's somehow supposed to scare you?
I think it's supposed to make this seem reason. Two presidents going after each other. You think that's good for the Republic?
Oh, so that's what you're doing here. You're going to save the Republic now. I don't know if I want you.
I've come here to talk common sense. But I see you're past that.
Cornelius, you and I have very different ideas about what's good for this country.
Yes, but going after both political parties, former president, if you really think that's what's best for this country, you shouldn't be sitting in that chair.
But I am. Good luck, Cornelius.
You're talking about a 20-year-old case, but let me get this straight. You're saying my son Mickey is a suspect in a break-in, and you think he followed it up with a threatening phone call?
We just need to find him and ask him some questions, Mr. Archer. That's all.
I have no idea where Mickey is. We haven't spoken in weeks. I spend most of my time in chemo, not keeping tabs on my son.
Well, we're worried about him, sir, because his red pickup was seen during the Staines' home.
Rattling the time was broken. And if Mickey was involved, then we have to find him. Might not go well for us.
How is she here?
To make a personal report, sir, and what Pete's murder is under your family.
What you did to my family. By giving that animal early witness protection.
Yes. And I'm sorry that Pete's killer was improsecuted. And I'm sorry that maybe he's trying to get justice before it's too late. I don't want any more harm to come from family, so if he did break into my case,
He didn't.
I won't press charges. I'll get him help.
No. I know what kind of help you're good for. You did nothing to bring Pete's killer to justice, and now you're coming after my other son.
Mr. Archer, I think hard about Miss Staines awfully. There's goes against my advice. Tell us where Mickey is. Let us bring him in.
I want you all at the White House. Now.
Mickey Archer has no phone number, no known address. We don't have a lead.
Yeah, we do. You see that picture Miss Staines is looking at?
What about it?
That's Walt Bait and Tackle. It's a little fishing village in West Virginia. Pretty out of the way. Good place to go if you want to fish.
Or disappear. See if we can reel Mickey Archer in.
It's Archer's red pickup over there. Secret Service.
Oh, yeah, hang on.
Mickey Archer? We searched Mickey Archer's trailer. There were reams of material in the guarantee. Pretty obsessive.
He's trying to make a case against Ruth.
Until he ran out of patience. His father only has a few months left to live, and Mickey figured an exchange could speed things up.
10 months, this way, but I'm glad you're okay. I've been back-channeling with the leadership about the defense bill. Their positions are hard.
Maybe I don't pick a side.
You're going to be the father, especially if we can't pass legislation. Sir, going it alone is finally taking its toll. I think you need to pick a party, Mr. President.
If I know.
Then we stumble to the finish line with no allies and no leverage.
Bring the leadership back up. We've got a decision to make.
Listen,
It appears that we are at an impasse.
yes, sir.
Mr. President, we have real differences with the majority on this legislation.
Yes, I know. Differences that we spent months working out together until both of you decided to try and leverage me for political gain at the expense of the men and women who fight and die for us. Who allow us to sit here in this office and play God with their lives, telling me which guns they can use, planes they can fly, medicines they can get.
Mr. President,
Senators, I have no intention of joining either of your parties. I declared myself an independent. I meant it. And it's that very independence has given me credibility.
Respectfully, sir, you'll have less if you go to office.
Perhaps, but not today. My staff has drawn up a final bill, one that reflects the bipartisan work we did together. And both of your parties will endorse it. And if we don't, I will take whatever political capital I have left. And I will make my case to the people. I will tell them that I believe partisanship is ruining this country. And that their representatives are more interested in keeping their power than serving the people and the soldiers that depend on them.
Everyone in the offices will have copies of this video.
I suggest you get your people to fall in line. Thank you.
A stunning win for the White House. Both majority and minority leadership of the
Hey,
Senate
come on
endorsed President Kirkman's sweeping defense bill.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. How are you doing?
Better. Now this is all over.
What is it?
I just hope this thing with Kendra isn't over.
I thought I made myself perfectly clear.
Tom, you think I'm going to embarrass you? That I'm going to hook up with a member of your senior staff and then just blow her off?
Think you have a history with that?
Yeah. One I've spent a lot of time trying to live down. But I can't do that unless you let me up.
Trey, this isn't a joke. Optics are everything.
I like her, Tom. Not just as a notch on my belt, but as someone I want to get to know. You know, all those meetings for Alex's foundation that I pressed for, that was so I could see her.
Really?
Yeah.
And I think you should tell her that.
How you doing? Good.
good and bad. I was in a U.S. for 6 years. All I ever worried about was my conviction rate. Like any decent prosecutor. So I gave Hurley a pass on paid archers so he could help me make a half a dozen cases. The greater good. Not for the archers. Mom took her own life. Both its sons are dead. And Dad is really sick. There's no justice. And I feel like last place in the world I want to go to is my own home. So crash on my couch. You will wake up with a backache so bad. You won't even think of anything else. Yeah? Yeah. I'll go home and get a couple things. I will go get your stuff. The idea is to keep you away from home, right? I'll go right after that. You're sure? Thanks, Ellie.
What do you want?
5 minutes.
To do what?
Go through Damien's personal belongings.
Dana, you know I can't let you do that.
Why not?
You keep having this conversation. You don't work for the White House anymore. You're on a leave of absence. It's your choice.
No.
Even if you're still credentialed, it's just personal belongings. FBI's been all over that stuff. There's no evidence of anything.
Damien died in my arms. I didn't get to say goodbye. I never do. I'm not looking for evidence here. I need closure.
5 minutes here. Then out.
Thanks, Sam. See you outside.
If you're watching this, then I'm dead. I need you to know what I was trying to hand you that night on the bridge. Chelsea, 842 Hammersmith Lane, apartment 6B. That's the address of my daughter, Amy, in London. Because if I'm dead, Valeria will come for her to close the loop. Because Russia will think that Amy knows something that she shouldn't. But all Amy knows is what it's like to be a 16-year-old girl with no mum and a father she thinks is in the foreign service. A father who I suppose is now gone. I guess it doesn't really matter now, but I want you to know something as well, Hannah. I really wish things had worked out differently between us. But if I matter to you, even just a little bit, please do this for me, Hannah, okay? Please protect my daughter. There's no one else I can trust. 842 Hammersmith Lane, apartment 6B, that's where you'll find her.
I need a ticket to London Heathrow tonight.
I hear they caught the guy.
Hi. Excuse me. Yeah, he tried to shoot his way out, which didn't end well for him, but the guy who's at the root of it all gave Hurley heat. I'm not even brought him to questioning.
No immunity.
No. Hurley he killed Garen before he went into witness protection, which means he lied, and lying voids his immunity.
Good. We need to put an end to all this. Listen, I want to talk to you about last night.
wanted to apologize. I'm not really big on follow-up. I'm sorry if you feel used.
You.
Well, that's just my, I don't really date. When I meet someone I actually like, I tend to screw it up. Did I?
No, I wouldn't have. Been taking advantage of my body. I'm so old.
How can I make it up to you?
You know this weekend?
Only if we skip the tequila whiskey. And the home invasion.
It's a date.
Seth, slow down, son.
The mystery candidate. It's Cornelius Moss. I got it from a reliable source.
So he's gonna run for president.
I knew he was trying to get back in the game.
But he snubbed both parties as stalkers.
There's a million reasons you don't want Moss to run. He'd be a formidable adversary.
His candidacy puts a cloud over the special counsel's investigation.
Mr. President, he's here.
Thank you.
He'll use his platform to attack your administration, sir.
I can't control what Morris does or when he does it. All I can do is what I think is right. And
Well, justice is done, no the heavens may fall.
They're gonna fall, unless West gets him off before Moss gets to a microphone.
Mr. West, thank you for waiting.
Thank you for the time, Mr. President. I'm nearly ready to issue my preliminary findings. I just have a few questions.
And I am on your disposal.
Hello, working in the White House?
Yes, she was reassigned here shortly after the Capitol bomb. There were facets in the FBI that were interfering with her investigation. Then Acting Director Forrester and I believe this was the best way to protect her.
She was like a Swiss Army knife for you guys, right? When you had to drop off money to represent the army?
If by a Swiss Army knife you mean that she was versatile, yes. And yes, I had her deliver funds to rebel forces in command.
And investigate Secretary Moss's alleged obstruction and
No, we were in a state of war. Mr. West, you don't have the security clearance to continue this discussion. But as I understood it, you're here to investigate the wrongdoings of President Moss.
I investigate President Moss.
And
On evidence of bad judgment, narcissism, pettiness, but those things aren't crimes.
and his classified leaks.
I can't prove he leaked just because you said he did.
He leaked classified information to undermine my potential candidates.
How do you know that?
An internal investigation conducted by my staff, Mr. West. Motive matters.
Yes. It does. You deployed Hannah Wells to find her, and man you knew was a political opponent.
That is absolutely not true.
She conducted warrantless searches, unlawful surveillance.
Where the hell is this going?
I had probable cause to review part of the criminal conspiracy. I'll have to notify the Attorney General of my findings.
Okay, this discussion is over. And I'm not talking with you again unless the White House counsel is present.
That may be the first thing we agree upon, Mr. President.
I had the honor of serving this great country as its 44th president. Since that time, we have suffered a crisis of leadership. And though I never intended to run for office again, when my country needs me, I answer the call. And so today I am proud and humbled to announce my candidacy for the Republican nomination for president of this great nation. Cornelius Moss, the one and future president of the United States.
This is right. Now, we can go this far.
But we don't know what's going to come out of it. Ethan West is going to forward his findings to the Attorney General. It's not clear that a sitting president can be indicted for anything.
That's not the point. An indictment would precipitate a constitutional crisis.
And cripple the presidency.
And thoughts of the secretary. Assuming you have.
I want you all to do something for me.
Yes, sir.
Go home. Get a good night's sleep because you're going to need it. Because we're going to be back here first thing tomorrow. You know why?
Why, sir?
Because we're going to do our jobs. And we're going to keep doing them until someone makes us stop. Thank you, all of you. Gabe Hurley is dead.
What?
He was being brought into the FBI for questioning in a sniper gun. We got a snatch of the shooter's license plate marking back to the country.
Dad.
We don't think he and Mickey were trying to bring Hurley to justice.
They were trying to question him as witness protection so they could kill him.
Kendra, you need to be under 24-hour protection. You can't go home.
Girl, you have more shoes than I do.
Emily? Emily! Emily?
That was the first came out, that was like $1,000 plus card. Now
fine, Mr. President, you don't have to come.
I should have stopped just shot real quick.
The village is very small, very sensitive. You have me to shoot it.
Well, okay. You took him out.
It didn't. It was controlled specimens.
No, I don't have much to worry about anything except getting better for me. Let's get started.
Right, the list of charges against you that refers to the Attorney General.
Burglary, witness tampering, obstruction of government proceedings.
The president didn't do any of those things.
No, but Hannah Wells did. On the presidency hat, which makes him a co-conspirator.
And based on Mr. West's findings, I have probable cause to file charges against you, sir.
Nothing will come of this charge with Mr. Attorney General.
Because Hannah Wells was not acting in my direction.
The cases of liability that you granted her authority.
Well, even if you could make that dubious case, there's no model for charging a sitting president of the Senate.
Which is why it's in the best interest of the country to find a political solution to the problem. That's why I've asked Senator Steller and Powell to join me.
Ray, I'm going to stop you right there. I'm not concerned.
No, sir, we have a different proposition in mind. One that will plunge the country into crisis.
Announced that you're not standing for the election. You can finish out your term.
I just want to get back and forth on file charges.
Well, the Attorney General looks for me, so I'm specifically interested in his explanation for colluding with Congress.
Sir, if I bring charges against you, it will precipitate a constitutional crisis. And I don't think that's good for the country.
Yes, but your solution clears the playing field for my opponent. Isn't that right, Senator? So you can back the candidates who won.
Mr. President, the media's going to get hold of this. I can't sit on it. I intend to file charges tomorrow. I need your decision by the end of the day.
Understood. 24 hours ago, they wanted me to run. Now they want me to run away.
The political animals, the Attorney General is proud to explain.
Not to me, the first sign of trouble, you get Tracy.
We're not happy with what Ray did. But the truth is, it's just not an imperfect solution to a complicated problem.
Well, he's offering his answer.
Agreed. In the end, he's doing what he thinks is right. I can't say much for that. And we're going to need to find a fix.
Okay, there's a way to have this one passed.
Meeting with the Fed chairman later this morning, then the NIH update. Judge Putnam's memorial is this afternoon.
Seems like you just regret it. We've got too many fires to put out today.
Meets Rossi's referendum on independence.
When I said that we were having a meeting with the governor,
We landed at Rossi a couple hours ago. They should be sitting with the governor just about. I'll get them.
You all yourself have come a long way on behalf of your president, and I appreciate that.
I don't think you do, Governor. America's close relationship with Shirazi goes back nearly 80 years.
And in that time, he's given you strict access to our harbor.
In exchange for billions in aid, military protection.
You're grateful. But it's 2018. The Tarazi people don't want to be a fiefdom anymore. They want economic independence, which is why they democratically voted to sever official ties with your country.
For your constitution, that vote is ineffective without your signature.
And why should I revoke?
Because the governor of the vote was used on loans of dollars and PBS that America's enemies put into your market.
Look, we get how going it alone is enticing. We did. But ask Great Britain how Brexit has worked out for them.
If Tarazi leaves, it could be the first domino to fall. Guam, American Samoa, and Marianas could follow, all of which are of critical strategic importance to the U.S. Look, if we can't talk the governor down, Kirkman's legacy could be presiding over the gradual dismantling of the American empire.
Gradual dismantling isn't what I'm worried about today. Let's close this deal and get back to the Alamo and get reinforcements. Even if I don't.
There are a lot of reinforcements. I worked for Senator Burns as the head of the International Development Committee. I know the region. Okay, look, we've got some time. I'm going to take this off shot down the street.
Yeah, you should kick that habit like I did. And the caffeine makes a person irritable and anxious. Ow. I'll see you later. Hey.
Hey.
I have an idea how the president can fight these criminal charges.
The president's best bet is to serve executive privilege.
But the attorney general would just appeal. In the case would be stuck on courts, it would cripple the administration's credibility.
We need to convince the AG that Hannah wasn't acting as the president's behest. She gives an affidavit now.
That's not going to happen.
Well, why not? Hannah was loyal to the president. She can attest truthfully that he never directed her to commit a crime.
She went off the grid. I can't get hold of her.
Hi, I'm looking for Amy Bleeker.
Amy's not here.
Do you know where she went?
We just both saw spring hiatus. She should be back next week.
You don't have an address for her, do you?
Not really close.
I've got a phone number.
She doesn't have a mobile.
So a 16-year-old who goes to a fancy school, doesn't have a phone. Her roommate has no clue how to get in touch with her, and she had a bag that looks like it's never been touched. I don't think Amy is gone. I think that you're Amy and you live here alone.
I would have come to you.
Yep. Congratulations. Your first choice.
First choice is in Hawaii, but I think I can like surf yeah.
You go to Georgetown, you can open up a surfing school. Let's celebrate. Dinner wherever you want.
Good. Let's take your first move to Italy and get some milk.
How about Pacelli's on Connecticut? We should go there.
Can I get a beer?
No. I'm really
Sorry to interrupt you. President, we need you to command now.
My son just got an initial check.
General Whitwell, sir, the NEIC detected a massive 8.2 earthquake in a subduction zone 15 miles off the coast of Taurasi, triggering a tsunami.
We didn't have enough time to evacuate the coastline.
Aaron, reach out to Second Leo and down.
Neither one is answering, sir.
Senators, hundreds are dead in Taurasi, thousands more missing, including 2 of my senior staff.
We need to get a handle on this before it becomes full-blown humanitarian.
Over Circus Senate, there are 1,500 American tourists who should be evacuated immediately.
The 8th fleet is 100 miles out, they're moving in particular. And there are also 800,000 civilians, locals, who need fresh water, food, medical supplies.
All of which they should have thought about before cutting ties with us.
They haven't formally done that. Point is, if they want out of our sphere of influence, they can't still go back in when it suits
With
them.
all due respect, Senator, this nation has a noble history of helping people when they're in trouble. Children are dying and we can stop them.
We can authorize a supplemental aid package of $3 million.
That's a few dollars, of course, and it's cosmetic.
We'll talk to appropriations over the next few days, see what we can come up with. Best we can do, sir.
Thank you. Senator, what the hell are you doing back so soon?
My job, sir. I'm fine.
You don't want to reward her with any powers. That part of the other part's political.
You're to save your trust, you get a pair about.
Reduces the pressure on the United States Attorney General. You know, senators want as much leverage over you as they can get.
Well, I'm not going to play politics with these people's lives. How much support do we have in Congress for an aid package?
Some, but not enough to overcome party leadership.
Then ask Kendra if we can circumvent Congress with an executive order.
Yes, sir. Have we heard from Senator Lear?
Or you pick up these cell towers and provide us a working resource service. We're turning over every stone to find it.
That kid clocked me.
Fatherless daughter.
She's scared. Probably figured out her father isn't who he said he was. Which means that could be anybody. After his daughter, make sure she was safe from the area and
Amy Bleeker, under 30, in the Greater London area.
she has to have a place to go.
So Peter's purchasing a Oyster card.
Okay,
I got an address for a Paul Bleeker in the neighborhood.
that's Danny and Cinnamon. Send me the details.
On the way.
Hey, the president's got the house. Please call somebody out on the campus. I've left voicemails that you know their account needs to be home, resting. Kendra, the president's political future has been threatened. Thousands of people may die because Congress would rather play politics than send aid. Except when Lear are missing. I don't think today's the day that they can touch.
I checked with our constitutional law experts. Multi-billion-dollar foreign aid agencies like these presidential reach.
Yeah, because Congress has budgetary authority, we need a workaround.
Yes, the president has access to a lot of discretionary funds, right? FEMA, DOD.
Yeah, he can temporarily reallocate the money.
I'll get the OMB director on it.
Thank you.
Amy, we have to talk, okay? I'm not going to hurt you.
Your dad, he likes black tea and stuff. Sweet with the really jokes with her work. Love that. Yeah. And when he laughed, his left eyebrow would go up. I heard about it. Someone's trying to hurt you. Not when you're that. You heard anything?
Leor, thank God you're okay. What's it like on the ground there?
Bad, sir. Dozens of hotels were demolished. Our consulate's gone. People were swept out to sea.
Tell the governor we're going to do absolutely everything we can. As soon as our ship's docked, they'll start unloading medical supplies. I already have, sir.
We have a problem. We're in a fight over further aid. I think we need to take this public.
And I agree, but I'd like Seth's input on this.
Seth is still missing, sir.
What? He left the hotel right before the wave hit.
I can't find him.
Your father had something someone else wanted, something you think you might have.
What is it?
I don't know.
It's all, there's nothing in his apartment.
That's why I'm asking you to take me to his personal storage.
My dad wasn't in the phone, so I'm looking.
No.
Can you tell me what he did?
No.
That's okay. I already know. You do what you do.
Governor, what's the latest?
Hundreds dead, Mr. President, many unaccounted for. Most of the island is without electricity, including our hospitals. The provisions are may be offloaded, but not enough.
I understand. Congress has approved a provisional aid package of $3 million. I can get that to you immediately.
$3 million. That's not aid, that's tokens. Sir, I realize how hypocritical I must sound now, but Taurasi needs America's help.
Governor, I need you to trust me. I'm going to do everything I can.
Leor, have you heard from Seth?
Not yet. The operative weren't being yet.
Keep looking.
Yes.
Kendall says Congress just got an injunction to stop the president's executive
Well,
order.
she needs to make an immediate appeal.
She is. DC Circuit affirms she's appealing to the Supreme Court.
Okay, good. Have you reached out to our allies?
I have, sir, but they're saying that Taurasi is American territory and that the richest country in the world can take care of its own.
Pull in favors, beg if you have to, but we need the international community to step up.
My dad had the same hair.
You sure you know the combination?
If I didn't, can't you just slip out your little nitrogen?
Yeah, sure. It's my shoe next to my ray gun.
Amy, what was in here? I have no idea.
You have no idea. You knew where this was. You had the combination to the safe. You never came here when your dad was traveling?
How do I know this isn't some long con?
Some what?
You gain my trust, get me to need to do what you're looking for, then you kill me.
Do you want to know what's difficult about what I do? About what your dad did? Sometimes you need to take what you think you know, throw it out the window, and follow your instincts, because your life depends on it.
There's a list of names. 5 pages.
Is there a copy?
No. listen to this anymore.
Mark Abercrombie, 2642 Drury Lane, apartment 12D, Staffordshire, England. David Appel, 161 Rue Trois, Unit 3, Marcel St. Cloud, France. Anne Avondale.
Wait a minute. Are you memorized the whole list?
Yes,
Why?
you can't help it. I have a photographic memory.
Hang on to that photo. Let's go.
Hey,
This is a bad time, I came back.
Come on in.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Sure. What's up?
I was hoping for a little college place.
Georgetown, my alma mater. Congratulations. I'm going to have to give you this skinny on all the door.
Actually, it's from Stanford. I've gotten there too.
That's amazing.
Not really. My dad doesn't know I applied.
Sure, that's easy. Hey, Dad. I know you have a few things on your plate, but I want to move 3,000 miles away and go to a college you don't even know I applied to. Just like that. He's not going to like it. You know what he's not going to like most is that I didn't tell him, and we're going to get into this big argument, and I'm thinking he has enough stuff to worry about.
He doesn't worry about anything as much as
I don't even know what to do.
start with the unvarnished truth. That's usually where it has to be. You got this.
Thanks.
Hey, my contact with the Supreme Court says they're not likely to turn out well. This is a bit of a shock to them. Yep. Where are you going?
I have the Chief Justice for you.
I'll take it.
No, sir, he's here.
Send him in. What a surprise, good to see you.
I'm afraid it's not a social call, Mr. President. We missed you at Judge Putnam's memorial today.
Unfortunately, there was too much work here to come by.
I'm glad Emily was able to make it in your stead. I'm not glad she took the occasion to try to influence our calendar.
Excuse me.
Your executive order, which has been enjoined by the lower courts. The White House wants us to hear the case.
That's correct.
And you think it's appropriate for your chief of staff to corner me about it?
Of course not.
Good, because I should hardly have to lecture the president about separation of powers.
She didn't do this at my request.
I find that hard to believe.
However, I accept full responsibility for her actions. Having said that, does she discuss substance?
No, but at the Supreme Court, procedure is substance. You influence the outcome of the case by merely getting it on the calendar. It was an ex parte communication, and you should fire her.
Give me everything now. Emily, how many times has the Chief Justice visited the White House?
Never.
Right, for the same reasons that I never visit his chambers. Because of the appearance of impropriety.
I wasn't trying to. I didn't. The walls are closing in on us, sir. Leadership is conspiring. People are dying. Seth, is he missing?
I understand. But I'm facing a potential constitutional crisis because of these pending charges. I cannot afford another one because you want to influence the judiciary.
The Supreme Court denied our petition. Our judicial option is gone.
Well, I didn't expect them to wait with this political crisis. What other options do we have to get this agent to Russia?
There's only one left, unilateral exercise of presidential authority.
In defiance of Congress, of course, when you go that route, you don't have to worry about criminal charges.
You'll have to worry about impeachment.
I took the liberty of ordering us a bottle of wine. I assume you like Bordeaux.
You like Billings rep, sure.
A busy man these days, Mr. West. Let me get right to the point.
I would like to hire you as a senior advisor.
For your presidential campaign.
Yes. You are an asset, and I need assets.
Well, that's very kind, sir. But I'm quite happy about the practice.
Oh, I have no doubt you are happy. But, one way or another, there is going to be a changing of the guard soon. Might affect your clientele.
What are you talking about here?
We're talking about establishing a mutually beneficial relationship. The AG appointed you to look into me. Instead, you found misconduct on the part of the president. You know what I call that?
flexibility. So I wasn't trying to be flexible, I was trying to be prosecutor. As long as I mandate.
Yes. Good. You need justification for pursuing the president.
I had justification, sir. So that's in the law.
Indeed. I ordered us a couple of ribeyes. Well, let's dig in. Then we'll talk about your future.
It's a knock list. The names and addresses of every British agent posted to come abroad. And it was saying, and I guess what you think a Russian spy was doing. Miss Valeria gives it to Moscow.
Forgive her for moonlighting for Dax Minter.
Except Valeria is one big loose end.
Amy. She's afraid the kid knows something else too.
But Amy talks to British intelligence.
MI6 will scramble its assets, making it look worthless. Valeria wants to save herself.
She has to kill Amy. We gotta lose now. Why? Because there is a bigger price on her head than I thought.
Excuse me. Have you seen this guy with the beard? No. Excuse me. Excuse me. Have you seen this man? Have you seen this guy? No. You sure? Dad. Dad. Hey. I'm sorry, I thought you were someone else. More! Dad. Dad. Hey! Hey, no, don't do that.
I'm so glad you're okay, man.
Me? I thought you were dead.
No, I lucked out. I was waiting in line for my cappuccino, and the guy in front of me got a phone call from his brother. He's a pilot who warned us. I saw the tsunami hit from the roof.
You were in the roof?
Yeah, and then I met a cop on a motorboat. He gave me a report of the damage. We need to talk to the president.
He was on the roof.
I toured the southern part of the island. There's massive looting, rioting. I mean, it's a virtual war zone.
Yes, we lack the police force to come to grips with this sort of chaos, which is why we're begging America for its help.
As soon as you sign the act,
Mr. President, I have no intention of signing that. Now more than ever, we need to be a U.S. protector.
the governor of Congress refuses to help. The courts have struck down my executive order. My hands are tied. And right now, you're the only one who can untie them.
I don't understand. The key is what Seth said. War zone.
8 years ago, Congress passed a broad authorization for the use of military force, AUMF.
So Taurasi's not a protector.
We can help. We need to create, at least on paper, a state of potential conflict.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Seth, I can't even begin to tell you how relieved we are that you're okay. I can't imagine what you think.
Thank you, sir.
Godspeed.
Respectfully, sir, this is beneath
Excuse me, sir? Protecting our nation from its sworn enemies is beneath me.
But, sir, that's not what you're doing. As the courts have affirmed, Congress has the power to curse.
This isn't a budgetary issue. This is the proper exercise of the AUMF.
$3 billion? And none of this is military. You're dispatching food, medicine, generators.
The express terms of the AUMF do not restrict the type of aid. The president can provide tanks, syringes, money, shelters.
There's nothing unconstitutional about it.
Being hailed as Taurasi's savior isn't going to stop the Attorney General from bringing charges, sir.
That's what you don't understand, Senator. I'm not doing this to be expedient. I'm doing this because it's the right thing.
And what you don't understand, sir, is that your definition of right often entails expedience. That's why you're in trouble.
Hey, come in and sit down. First, I want to say congratulations. Stanford is fantastic.
It is.
Second thing, why didn't you tell me?
I don't know.
I wish you had. I'm thankful. President of Stanford was on my council of economic advisors. She called me to tell me how thrilled she was that you had applied.
Why'd you say something?
Because I wanted you to come here. You've got a pretty big choice tonight. What are you going to do?
The decision's made. I can't make you anymore.
No,
You are. I live under the same roof and I barely see you as it is.
okay, I'll do better.
You can't do better if I'm on the other side of the country. I mean, you can, but you don't even know how to Skype.
I'll get someone to help me. I'm the president.
Look, I'll be there for you in better. Isn't that a good thing?
No,
I don't understand.
you will let them have your own children. All you want for them is for their dreams to come true. This is what your mother wanted. This has been a terrible year. I don't think I would have gotten through it without you.
I'll go for it.
You got your mother's strength. She would be so proud of you right now. I'm proud.
What are you doing?
Telling the world you're home.
What? If this woman's after me, we need to get out of here now.
And then what? I know her. She won't stop until she finds her.
She killed my dad. Did she?
She's not hunting you anymore. We're hunting her. Stay away from the windows. Lock the door and do not answer it, no matter what.
Mistress.
I just got word. Amy's being thrown into the crisis zone business.
Difference.
Well, I'm going to need to address the nation before these tourists are coming.
I anticipated that and expected them not to respect that.
That's why you're such a great chief of staff.
I don't think I've been a good chief of staff. I don't think I've even good. Resignation.
What is this? Taken? Am I taken? Alan? She's the key to finding the lost treasure. After that, I play.
All day, everyone is listening.
What is that? Just pick it flag it.
We'll let you look.
It's a workload. I told Jefferson that he didn't need a warrant to get a reporter's phone records, and now I'm confronting Supreme Court justice for a case. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be. It hurts you. If I don't walk away, I'm afraid I might do something that you can't take back. Okay. Can I do the rest of it?
Okay, thank you. You will always see next to me. Mr. West, I don't have time for you right now.
Mr. President, this is just getting a look. President Moss offered me a job today.
Good for you.
Well, I've been taken. You think that's really on earth?
Well, I know exactly what you
A good lawyer could do anything to help his client swim?
If you're here to deliver some kind of mission statement, please.
No more of a realization. See, Moss is working with Congress. We're working with your AG. Everyone's working at angle.
So you're just realizing that now. How long have you been in Washington?
Well, now it's recognize someone's not working at angle. That's you. You don't need.
You serve. All my days of service may be done, sir.
So you don't have money. But there is some value in that privilege.
What's this?
Something you gave to me. And I give it back. it happens.
I'm taking you in. No, you're not. You're a former FBI agent in England with no authority to do anything. Tell it to the judge. I will. And you know what he will say? But I have diplomatic immunity. Not with me.
До свидания.
Governor, I am privileged to finally tell you, relief is on its way.
Thank you, sir.
We've also deployed 5,000 American troops to help you keep the peace.
I am grateful, as I expect our people to be, when we vote on a new referendum to restore our status as a protectorate, which I expect to pass overwhelmingly. Thank you, Mr. President. And you are our president.
Thank you, Governor. Talk to you soon. Thank you, Mr. President.
Well done. Thank you, sir.
The flight doesn't leave for a few hours. We're going to have to watch the president's address here. What do you think he's going to say? I don't know. He's playing this one pretty close to the vest.
You know, how much you know me here? Just worried about you, man.
I was worried about you, too. I worried you weren't going to find a biscotti for a cappuccino, that is. But you seem to have come through it all right, you know? Near-death experience. Think of the stories you'll be able to tell your grandkids. You know, about your view from the roof.
I'll go check on our flight.
What's that man's name?
Why?
Because he saved my family, carried my grandchildren to the roof.
His name's Seth. Yeah. He's my friend.
Right, taxi!
It's not how you do it. It's actually against the law to your taxi in a moving cab. They won't stop. You just gotta look for the light and then stick your arm out.
What are you doing here?
I knew it like your because of your calendar.
Which is on my phone.
So I happened to in the bathroom.
You still haven't answered my question.
My dad. He was the only family I had, my only relative.
Oh, no way.
There's nothing here for me, Hannah. Nobody will look out for me now. You looked out for me.
Look, I'm not your mother, and I'm not your big sister, and I'm not your friend, okay? Do what I say, when I say it, before I ship you back here in a crate. This is a terrible idea.
I feel for Tarazi. But we have a constitution. Checks and balances. Separation of powers. Tom Kirkman has tried to can't run it all.
Middle warning, sir.
That's not a president.
Thanks.
That's an emperor.
You've had my back a lot over these last couple.
Yes, sir.
Your face is the evidence. And it's been an honor. Well, Rachel. Let's do this. So anyways, Mr. President. Good evening, my fellow Americans. I am speaking to you tonight because this is a critical time in my administration, a time when I must address the future of my presidency. That is correct. I have no terms. You see, if I can't convince the people that I've been working with that based on everything that I've done, I have earned the right to remain president, I don't want the job. I have no terms. I will continue to speak the truth, to work for all of you, without compromise, without fear, without terms. Because that's what the American people deserve. Oh my God, I can't do it. No one else prepared. Someone who puts them first, who won't quit until the job is finished. Which is why I'm announcing my candidacy for re-election to the office of president. As an independent. Free from the constraints. Thank you for this time. God bless you. And God bless these United States of America.
What just happened?
Looks like I'm going through an identifier.
Yes, it is.
That is the furthest shot someone ever seen from me.
Mr. President, I have the Attorney General for you.
Thank you. General, this is the President.
Only 1 month after announcing his candidacy for election, President Tom Kirkman needed a home run at his State of the Union. Instead, he struck out and hit himself in the head with his own bat.
Last night's State of the Union was a pure and beautiful disaster, and heading into the campaign season, could put the kibosh on President Tom Kirkman's chances for election. Coming up next to give his answer to that question, presumptive Republican nominee Cornelius Moss.
Seth, you need to change the narrative.
I have some ideas to run by Mark.
Don't bother.
Where's my boss?
The communications director is no longer in the employ of the United States government.
Oh, all right, you're fired.
Chiefs of staff sometimes have to do that stuff.
Yeah, of course, I wasn't implying that.
The news media needs a new story. Steer them on to the infrastructure vote coming up.
I don't think that's going to be enough to distract the press from that. The explosion. Don't let the dog with a bone.
Well, you know how to get a bone away from the dog, don't you?
I really hope you're not going to say shoot the dog.
We're in the barrel here.
Yeah, that's another phrase that's always confused me. People say it all the time.
In the barrel of a gun pointed at you.
I don't think that's it.
Seth, change the narrative. When you and Mark can meet up at the public library for the resume writing workshop. I hear it's very informative.
Here, don't blame new Chief of Staff Lawrence Harper. He's the constant Washington insider. Runs a tight ship. This is all Kirkman, a political novice committing political seppuku.
Back to work.
I need 5 minutes with the president.
Not happening today.
When I was hired, I was told he wanted to make the Office of Social Innovation a priority.
He does. We all do. Who wouldn't?
I have a proposal to repurpose some U.S. aid funding for anti-parasitic drugs in Africa. 50 cents a year per
I want to
child.
update you before the principal's meeting.
I'm talking with him.
Thank you, Isabel. I'm not here to like you very much.
You're interesting to see.
What news from the National Security Advisor?
Puerto Rico, hurricanes are nearing capacity of its saline industry, specifically the production of sodium chloride injection bags.
That's pretty specific.
It could put us in a vulnerable position.
How so?
Unexpected military conflict arises and we could be left short-handed. We need to find a way to shore up the medical products manufacturing sector.
I'll look into it. Oh, and speaking of medical products, we gotta get that drink that we keep saying we're gonna get.
We got to. When's good?
How's next January?
Book it. Chair of the DNC in the Roosevelt. Now she'd like a bit.
I can't stand that woman.
What's up, guys?
So many goddamn television sets in this goddamn place. Looking for office space? I believe this room is taken.
It's not too late.
Too late for what, Frank?
It's not too late for him to drop out of the race.
But we already filled out the statement of candidacy with the FEC, and you know what a pain in the ass those folks can be about getting anything back.
He's going to siphon votes away from us, which will result in more homes, which will result in the end of the progressive agenda as we know it.
You know what? Worried about vote splitting? Maybe you guys should be the ones to drop out.
The Democratic Party. We should drop out.
I got the president. What do you got?
Sitting on your hands doing nothing, being obstructionist, playing party politics, both parties. Illegitimate! Illegitimate is not an argument, sir. His name-calling and petty grievances are what serve for debate in this great chamber, and Congress truly is in a sorry, sorry state. All you want to do is tear things down. It is shameful. The system is broken, and you people broke it. Well, I really screwed that up, didn't I?
I think it was awesome.
You think I was Khrushchev at the UN? The real story should be the Senate putting political expedience above doing anything virtuous. Hell, doing anything at all, not to mention. What nobody's mentioning is that absolutely everything I said last night was the truth.
Maybe it's not what you said, Mr. President, so much as how you said it.
Well, so I offended their delicate sensibilities. These sons of bitches are going to use this to bring down
These sons of bitches.
I know.
Last check OLI says that we've got the numbers to pass the bill.
Was that last check before last night? The first estimate here, she has a year of the Democratic caucus. She started with support for the bill.
Yes, sir.
This doesn't make sense. It's good for their states, their constituents, and they don't care. It's obvious they don't care about Bridge Collapse in North Carolina. The bodies are still being pulled out of the rubble.
All due respect, Mr. President, I've been in this town a hell of a lot longer than you have. And if there is one constant to which you can set your watch, it's that this too shall pass.
So you're a watch guy, too.
Takes the licking and keeps on ticking.
Becoming the story of my life. What else is that?
Priority number one has got to be tapping a first-rate campaign manager. Did you check the list?
I did. But I want to talk to someone who's not there. Lorenzo.
She deputied Mouse's role.
So she would know the playbook. She's invaluable. I'm certain she's part of the evidence. So I will make it sales.
Will do, sir. Now, you need to lobby some senators, so maybe put on a suit. How's Florida?
It's humid and infuriating, how's to see.
Cold and infuriating.
But it is, especially after last night.
Oh, you was?
Yes. Sat there, watched the president deliver the State of the Union.
What'd you think?
Policy-wise?
Hold on, what'd you think?
It was refreshing, actually. It was nice to hear some honest opinion about this whole thing.
If you could convey that to the crowd, because we're getting absolutely murdered up here.
All right, Tomlinson.
Look, obviously we're going through a bit of a rough patch here. The president's been different since you left.
Different how?
I don't want to say unmoored, but you were always sort of the cook and whisperer. And I thought if you could come back, just maybe for a visit.
I don't know, so. I don't know if you can so well, and she makes me here, so.
I get it. I do. Just think about it.
Okay, I'll think of it, okay?
Hey, while I have you, you know that phrase in the barrel, like we're in the barrel? Where's that from?
I don't know, like going over the falls in a barrel?
That's it.
Okay. Okay, so I think it's such good patience.
Part of the reason it's broken.
You two had a thing, didn't you? Really? You asked me to go back to DC. Why not? What if the oncologist and starts the clinic for chemo and I'll be here with you? Don't be silly. You could buy a phone if not. I can call them if not. Emily, I'm perfectly capable of getting to an appointment about this. And if you haven't got your job, that's exactly what I would be doing. Besides, sweetheart, just take care of your own life. Don't you have to pack out your apartment in DC anyway?
A president needs to be able to control his temper, especially when he's under attack. Eleanor, thank you so much for coming.
Not at all. I wanted to make an appointment in there.
Has Mark spoken with your staff about the infrastructure budget?
He did. I had a hurry.
I would really like it if you could talk to some of the Fed senators in your party. Also, the Office of Legislative Affairs thinks we have the vote, but I think you should be prepared to break the tie when it comes to that. Eleanor, what's going on?
I have decided to put my name in for the Democratic nominations.
Wow. I thought when we spoke about you taking this position, you said that you didn't want to be president.
I didn't know you wanted to run. You didn't consult me before you made your announcement. You didn't consult with anyone.
I'm sorry, Eleanor. I didn't realize my decision to run had to be cleared by you.
It's not just that. My office provided a variety of perfectly viable policy advisements for the State of the Union. You didn't listen to a one of them.
So what, now you're running out of petulance?
No, sir. I am running because it is becoming clear that you and I have different visions for the future of this country. You would be better served by a vice president who can toe the line.
No.
Oh, you guys gonna piss off. Freaking hope they go over there and plays with his dick right there. This faggot here.